Yo, guys, this is Marco with Picks in Motion. I am here giving you this NFL special. We're going through all two games right now from top to bottom. I'm giving you a two-man on each play. Anything I mention, I want you to freaking put a half a unit on. We killed it last week. We swept across the board. I became a godfather last Sunday. It was absolutely exhilarating, and we're going to ride it this Sunday right now. NBA Live on a Friday was absolutely amazing. Lock in all over the place on Twitter. Winnable, free subscription, VIP, buy one, get one free. You guys got to get into the team with us. You guys got to dig into all the information we got going on. You cannot deny what we've been doing the last 5 days. We are plus so many damn units. Let's go right now. There's no more time to waste. We got these two games. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Which line are we attacking? Can Stidham actually pull this off? Who the hell knows what's about to go down this Sunday? But I do know something. I got two men locks that we are just diving into. The team is saying, we're putting it this way. Just put it out there. There's nothing else. There's no more time to spare. We're going to do a half a unit on anything I mention on this show. And we're going to do a full unit on a two-man. And then we're going to do a half a unit on some three-men. Let's lock in here right now. Looking at the games, we'll start with the 3 o'clock game. We got the New England Patriots heading over to the Denver Broncos. Right now, New England minus 3.5. It was at 4.5 at points. They are giving Denver credit here, guys. Whether you want to believe it or not, there is a chance Denver pulls this off with Stidham and goes to the Super Bowl. We've seen it before with the Eagles, and we've seen it before with good coaching. And guess what the Denver Broncos have? It's great freaking coaching when it comes to Sean Payton. So plus 3.5 for Denver is 100% live, you could sort of say. If you're looking at the money line, 66% of the bets and 60% of the money is on the Patriots. And it's basically the same thing, just a touch over on the spread. No faith in all when it comes to the Denver side. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Denver is going to run over this game and it's not going to be a crazy game, because it is. But can we just sit here and believe that the Patriots, for whatever reason, are just going to do what they've been doing? There's a lot of pressure on these games. There's a lot of pressure. Coaches clam up. We know that Vrabel over there, he has not been his forte on these big games, but then again, he's never had a squad like the Patriots. Let's pop right here. I'm loving this play right now. Over 23.5, minus 106 for the Patriots. How can you deny what they've been doing on offense with Drake May leading the way? This is their season stats. 28 is basically the average. Right now, of course, you could look at the Denver side right here, and you know they're a top 5 defense, but they got torched last week by Buffalo, torched by a no-name receivers, which let's just say Drake May does have some no-name receivers or names of receivers that are just dying off right now. But look at the points they've scored across the board. Of course, they had that little clunker right before the beginning of the playoffs, but they got over 28 against that Houston defense, and it has been an onslaught, just getting over 23.5. Now we're getting value here at minus 106. DraftKings has it at minus 115. So for the rundown here, oops, I got a little ahead of myself, but we are looking at this over 46.5 when it comes to Courtland Sutton. What else is Stidham going to do? He's going to get Courtland Sutton the ball. Trust in your trusty receivers. There's no way that all of a sudden Courtland Sutton's not going to get over 46.5 yards. He's had a great little run here against some lower level teams. You can look here, the playoffs. Can you sit here and say, did they necessarily need Courtland Sutton to get over these, to win these two games? No, they didn't. But they needed Courtland Sutton to get over the Buffalo game. And that's where he hit over that 46.5. If you look at the year stat, it has been 59.5 to 61.5 as his average. I'm looking at Stidham just knowing he needs to get Courtland Sutton the ball. Over 46.5 just seems too low. We had a 3-point crash, so this is minus 111. And then you saw a little bit earlier, I cheated, but I'm really liking this over 49.5 at plus 106. It's up to you guys what you want to do. If you want to just stick with some plus money for 3 extra points, you might as well take the half a unit on that. But there is no way you can't look at Courtland Sutton today and getting these over receiving yards. And then popping to the two-man of this game, we're looking at Trayvon Henderson rushing yards over 35.5 yards. You see a little crash again right here, so we're getting like a nice little 4-yard bonus right now. no matter what, we know New England does their thing when it comes to passing, but we keep Drake May a little more conservative. In 2025, you see he had a great little run here in the middle of the season. He did not get his exact yards, you could say, when it comes to the playoff time, but we do have Terrell Jennings out, and of course, we know that Stevens takes a bulk of the load, but I really like Henderson as a little different back, especially in this game, this hard-hitting game that it's going to be. If you see the rushing attempts, he had at least 12 last game. It sucks he did not get this over 4, but we know Houston's defense, but we know Denver's defense too, but they got torched last week. So I'm really looking at this over 35.5. The New England Patriots are going to scheme to get him the ball and get these rushes in. Okay, let's pop right down here and go over this Los Angeles Rams. They're heading up to the Seattle Seahawks. It is going to be a crazy, crazy environment. I know we lost a little bit of, motivation and maybe like a little bit of excitement when it comes to the New England Patriots Denver game, but I still think it's going to be a hell of a game. But right now, we know the night game is absolutely on fire. We know that Matthew Stafford versus Sam Darnold, who is going to pull through, who's going to go to the Super Bowl. The money line, 44% and 46% of the bets and money is on Los Angeles Rams. A little bit of a shocker on my end. I can't believe this spread has not changed much. It's been stuck at this 2.5. I really like LA at plus 3.5, or doing like a money line teaser with New England Patriots and Los Angeles Rams. Giving you guys a little side note. And then you're looking at the spread. So 78% of the bets and 76% of the money is on the Seahawks at this minus 2.5 number. It is a little crazy to think that maybe it didn't even go up to minus 3 or minus 3.5 at any point. But I got a couple props to really look at here. I'm going all in. There is nothing else to say. Matthew Stafford over 249.5 passing yards. Kalshi has that minus 117. DraftKings minus 127. I would like to even sit here and say I want to do a 1.1 or a 1.2 unit bet just to curve it out so we get a full unit back. This is my favorite prop of the day. I'm not mixing it up with another two-man here or anything like that. This is my favorite prop of the day, over 249.5. I want to add it all up and just look at the schemes. The average 285.5 on his average, his median 271. Why do we think he's not going to do a 300 plus yards tonight? What am I missing? We're just going to say it's a big time playoff game. No, Matthew Stafford has an arsenal of receivers, an arsenal of tight ends. Sean McVay has schemed over and over again to beat the Seattle defense. I am all over this play right now, over 249.5 yards. How can you say they're going to the Super Bowl and Matthew Stafford isn't going to pass for 250? Come on, give me a break. 249.5 yards. No way in hell. Matthew Stafford, do what you do, man. Let's lead this team all the way to the Super Bowl. I know I might sound like a Rams fan, but I am not. I just always loved Matthew Stafford, and I always had a little bit of a soft spot in my heart for him. Now, looking at our two-man, I really want to set up. I don't know why. They're still giving us this 24.5. He does this off of one catch. He had 3 receptions, 7 targets last game. 7 targets. He should have had 100 plus yards. They have it at over 24.5, so we're going to throw that into our two-man. Colby Parkinson has been so lethal for us the last 2 weeks. I cannot deny what he's been doing, and there's no way Matthew Stafford is not getting him 1 or 2 catches and getting over these yards. Otherwise, my whole game plan is on this, what they've been doing successfully, and that's getting Colby Parkinson the ball and getting those big first downs that they need at points. So I love this play. I love Matthew Stafford. I love everything the Rams are doing this week. We're going Kyron Williams rushing over 54.5 yards. So you see everything is minus 113. I mean, Profit X, you could go with the minus 103, but over 54.5 yards. He's going to chomp them up on the head side. He's done it all year over this. Nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to be different. You can sit here all day and say the Seahawks defense, it doesn't matter. This is an all-in, all-out game. Everyone has an extra pep in their step. Over 54.5 for rushing yards for Kyron Williams. I like him also on the touchdown side, and I like Corum on the touchdown side. I think they're going to keep it tight down there in the red zone, and they're going to spread it out, but pound it right down the middle. You're going to think the ball's coming out quick, but it's not. It's coming at you fast and hard with Kyron Williams barreling through the red zone. So you guys got to lock in with everything that this kid's been doing this whole season. All right, guys, so I gave you a plethora. We have five bets basically across the board. I want to put a half a unit on everything across the board. If you want to get as testy with me, I told you I want to do that 1.2 units on Matthew Stafford over 249.5 passing yards. There's no way you cannot believe in him. But let's go back to the 3 o'clock game. We are going Pat's team total over 23.5. That is basically a little bit of a VIP play I wanted to give out on this channel. I want to give it a little bit of a gem right here. But that is our VIP play. We're going Pat's team total over 23.5. And we are looking at, for our 2-man on that game, we're going Cortland Sutton over 46.5 yards. And we're going Trayvon Henderson over 35.5 yards. And you're locking that in at a 3.3 payout. How can you deny any of that when Chalkboard has it available for you? I also, if you guys want to get a little bit tasty, I also like that 49.5 receiving yards when it comes to Cortland Sutton at some plus 106 for the extra 3 yards. And then looking at this night game, I cannot wait for this night game. We're going 1.2 units on over 249.5 yards for Matthew Stafford. And our 2-man we're setting up on the same team. We're going Kyron Williams over 54.5 rushing yards. And we're going Colby Parkinson over 24.5 receiving yards. Lock all of those in before any of these spreads change. We cannot thank enough some of the crew that we are building here. We killed it on the NBA side. We've been killing it all the way through last weekend. I just really want to shout out the team and some of these new free subscribers that have been in the chat and in everything that we got going on. Check out our Winnable. We're doing buy one, get one free on the VIP side. And of course, just hit that free subscribe button. We are building and growing a community over there. I know Joe put out a play on X at some plus money with a nice value. So you guys got to lock in on Twitter with us at Picks in Motion right above my head. We will see you guys Saturday afternoon. We're going to get out another beautiful NBA video. I am so hot on the NBA. We got to keep it live. We could have hit so much, just getting screwed by half a point there. If you guys been locked in, you know what I'm talking about. But amazing Friday, or up so many units. We're going to check it all in on Saturday morning and get out some 2-mans and some plays for you guys on the NBA side. Enjoy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I will catch you guys tomorrow.